What is going on, Raider Nation? It's your boy Rare John coming at you with another video. So the Raiders have signed David Amerson to a contract extension of 4 years. Really good contract with a little bit more in the front than it is in the back. So just in case it doesn't work out, all it really is just a 2-year contract, and we cut ties. However, I think it will work out. This guy showed up big time towards the end of the year, and a lot of us noticed it. A lot of Raider Nation noticed it. The moment he took over DJ Hayden's spot, we just started playing a whole lot better. The defense as a whole started playing a whole lot better, and it was more effective when he was in the lineup. I think one of the biggest things I could point to was what happened during the Jets game. Compare that to what happened the year before. The year before, Geno Smith ran the fuck all over us, kept running and running and running, gaining yardage, gaining first downs, always keeping the ball moving, and won the fucking game. We ended up losing that matchup because he kept fucking running the goddamn ball. We couldn't keep him in check, all right, at all. And then last year, oh, he tried to pull that bullshit again. Oh, yes, he did, and it didn't work out too fucking well. Amerson sent a fucking message to him right off the bat. The moment he took off down the sideline, bam! One of the biggest hits of the Raiders highlight reel was David Amerson coming at that full force and just laying his ass out. And that right there is why we call him the Hammerson. That man has not been hit that hard since he got his jaw broken. Now, it's not just the way this dude knocked Geno Smith on his ass and kind of like put him in check in that game that I really liked about him. This dude was effective. All right. He was very effective. This guy set a record for us, guys. Most pass breakups in a season for the Raiders. It's a franchise record, 26 pass breakups. And he did that missing 2 games, guys. We didn't sign him on until the Browns game. Guys, this man is a baller, right? And the thing about it is that, yeah, he was, had a little rough go over there with the Redskins, but when he came over here, he just had the right system, the right coaches, the right, state of mind. He just figured it out. And I think we benefited from it. I think it was a great decision to sign him early because you don't know what could happen with this last season going forward. For all we know, he could, have another breakout year, and then we lose him in free agency. And it seemed like he wanted to be here when through the interview you could kind of tell. And it was a good contract, guys. It was a really good contract. Very heavy in the front, light in the back, which means after 2 years, if it isn't working out, which is I honestly think it will work out, just my opinion. But if it isn't working out, we could cut ties with them in 2 years. That's actually a beautiful contract right there. That's exactly the way Reggie McKenzie makes his contract. Very heavy in the front, light in the back. That way it doesn't fuck up with the team. And there's also a couple other things when it comes to contracts that should be coming up in a few years. Personally speaking, guys, it kind of scares me when it comes down to it because we actually got Derek Carr and Khalil Mack in the same draft. Well, we're going to be facing that decision. Khalil Mack and Derek Carr in the same, last of their contract years and that kind of shit. It's a little touchy, and I think in my opinion, the first person we should get is franchise quarterback, guys. And I think Khalil Mack should get franchise tagged. And don't stop until you fucking get a number you agree with, and just negotiate the shit out of it if it comes down to it. But when it comes to getting a franchise quarterback, the moment you got one, you keep one. We went through way too many motherfucking quarterbacks, way too many motherfucking quarterbacks to even think about letting this one go. So this is a make or break season for Derek Carr a little bit. It's already been, escalating, and now it's just time for him to take off. All right. I really believe this is the year. So I'm looking forward to that. Other thing that went down that was going on through the news and stuff, there's actually a good chance, and I'm kind of hyped about this, that the Oakland City Council actually passed a couple leaps and bounds on negotiations with Ronnie Lott, and I think it's looking good so far, guys. I'm hoping that they work something out there because I personally want the Raiders to stay in Oakland, guys. I want them to stay in California, period. But like I said, I've already stated this before. I will support this team no matter where the hell they go. I just personally, I want them to stay in California, and I want them to stay in Oakland. That's actually good news going on that front. I'm not really into detail on that yet. I've been reading up about it, but it's just a little complex, guys. There's a lot of little red tape they got to go through before it actually goes all the way up, goes all the way through the proper channels. So I'm actually thinking, but from what I hear, it's making progress. It's making progress. So that's good, man. That's good. So on NFL Network, there was an interview that went down just recently. It was about Khalil Mack and about whether the Raiders will make the playoffs. Everybody was actually for the Raiders making the playoffs. They really believe that this team has made leaps and bounds and actually, are headed in the right direction, which is up. And you know what? But there was just one thing about that interview that really kind of it got me hyped. It got me like it made me get goosebumps in the back of my neck. I was like, yes, yes. The thing that really got me was the way Lamar Woodley just emphasized about Raider Nation, the way he just pushed about it, and he got his point across on it. Because none of y'all haters, none of you critics, none of you analysts, none of you freaking fans from other teams, none of you guys know how crazy this storm is gonna be once we start winning again. You have no fucking idea. The Raider Nation is going to fucking explode. I mean, we will. There's so much built up aggression towards all you haters saying that we will never be good again. You don't even fucking know how wild that we're gonna get. Lamar Woodley was actually on this team and he witnessed it firsthand. And the thing that gave me goosebumps, the thing that made me, really hyped up about it, was he witnessed it firsthand when they visited my hometown, when they visited Oxnard, California, and they had a practice against the Cowboys, and we blacked that whole fucking practice out. Raider Nation came in full force, and we just took over that whole freaking practice. We were not outnumbered in the least bit. Just put it that way. We were loud. We were crazy. If you go back and watch some of the videos, he was surprised as hell. He even said, it's been like so many years of hearing boos and going up against Raider Nation. It really feels great to be on the other side. And that's the one thing about this fan base, guys. Win, lose, tie, draw, we're always here. We're always here. We're always repping our shit. And it kind of felt good to have that point driven into his man to where he actually had to get his point across about it and say, no, you don't understand. The moment that fan base gets a winning record, they're gonna you have no idea. And I personally really enjoyed it. Just the fact that he actually has so much respect for us as fans, that we actually he called it out too. He said they show so much support and love for this team during losing seasons. I could just imagine what's gonna happen when they actually have a winning season. And I think he got that vibe from us, and I appreciate it, man. I love that. Now, guys, there's still haters out there. Not everybody's agreeing with us having a winning season this year, and not everybody's agreeing that Derek Carr is a franchise quarterback. But most of them stay quiet about it. There was one particular article that said, "Hold up, pump the brakes" about Derek Carr and a bunch of other shit. What I find amazing is when, any other quarterback for any other fucking team actually, sets records or gets close to actually breaking someone's record, or, actually becomes the second most touchdowns thrown by a quarterback in freaking NFL history. They would get recognition for it. They would, be, put up on a pedestal, and they would, fucking worship them like a fucking idol or some shit. But when it's a Raider, Y'all make articles about how he ain't shit. You get little minions going out there on vlogs talking about how he ain't shit. I cannot wait for this man to take this leap and make all you motherfuckers eat your fucking words. And if you don't eat them, Raider Nation will happily, fucking gladly, take those words and shove them down your fucking throat. So, patience is a virtue. And it's one that I'm breaking right now because I am freaking impatient like a motherfucker. I cannot wait. I'm going through Raider withdrawals, guys. I ain't gonna lie. Training camp's a couple weeks away, and you know what I'm gonna do, man. I'll be making videos for every single, thing that pops up, and I'm hoping to make the Raiders roundtable. Mikey, looking forward to that. So we'll see what happens. So you guys know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe. Give me a shout out. Much love, guys. Go Raiders.